päivä on yhtä kukkien juhlakulkuetta. Me liputamme ilolle, optimismille ja
I'm running short of all that, but you didn't know me before. I guess I must have prayed with thunder bed. Mr. Boss, thunder bed. I see what I found and choose. 105 may smile. I believe in someone you stick to, drop it. Like an engine without gasoline, that's somehow driving me from sea to sea. Last drop of water in the desert. Connect the lights, bleach on your hair, go start a new life. Whatever makes sense when two equals five. Couldn't do better if I tried. I couldn't give any more. If you are right by my side, no need to live again. When it's so good so far, I'm so glad I cried some rivers fell for once.
Oi vau, eikö se ollut mieletöntä? Ihana Goldilocks, ihanat mallit ja mielettömät kaikki kukkakuviot täällä lavalla. Oi vitsi,
Thank you.